Three young men found a deep hole in the woods. Terrifying sounds came from inside. They ventured in to explore. Soon, they discovered a strangely shaped glowing crystal. It kept emitting a piercing high-pitched sound, interfering with the signal of their handheld camera. The crystal seemed to be an unknown life form from outer space. Tentacles writhed around it non-stop. It could even shift into eerie colors. When they tried to get closer, one of them began convulsing all over. Then he collapsed to the ground. The next morning, the three young men were together as if nothing had happened. Two of them were playing baseball, but they were playing wildly. One threw the baseball hard at his friend. Surprisingly, the friend was not hit. Instead, he was able to hold the baseball suspended in midair. It turned out that during their exploration the night before, they had been exposed to radiation from the glowing crystal and had accidentally gained superpowers. Now they could move objects with their minds and even levitate themselves in the air. But using their powers came at a cost. If they used them too much, they would get nosebleeds. However, the three young men had no intention of holding back. They kept using their powers just to have fun. For example, they often used telekinesis at school to play pranks, like teasing female classmates or flying through the air to mock the people on the ground. When they were tired of playing, they drove home. On the way, an off-road vehicle behind them kept honking. One of the young men got angry. He decided to teach the driver a lesson. He waved his hand slightly. The off-road vehicle suddenly went out of control and flipped into a roadside ditch. Only then did they realize they had caused trouble. One of them wanted to use his powers to save the driver, but his friend stopped him, saying it would cause secondary injury. To prevent something worse from happening, one of the young men jumped into the water and pulled the injured driver out. The other two recorded the process on camera to avoid police suspicion. To prevent further abuse of their powers, the three of them eventually made 3 rules to restrain themselves.